Hey y'all, happy Saturday, happy last day of January. I hope everyone's having a great weekend. I'm here to finish January Jumpstart and then count up the total savings for January from completed challenges and reallocate that into our sinking funds. So I'm going to start with January Jumpstart. We have $29 to save for the last day of January, and I have that right here. 20, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so let's put that away. I need to cross it off, and we're finishing on 131.26, and let's count it up and see what it totaled. I'm gonna put the binder away. Okay, so January Jumpstart saved 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, so 460, 65, 70, 75, 475, 76, 7, 8, 9, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, so 490, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $496. I am so happy about that. We definitely need it. January was a spendy month for us. Of course, everything to do with Petey and getting Millie. And actually, I don't need to paper clip it. I'm gonna put it here. So a lot of dog expenses, and what else was there? There were other things. Oh, we had to get the our breaker thing, panel thing in our garage replaced. There were other things too. We had about $300 in medical bills to pay that came out of our medical sinking fund, and David, his season baseball tickets, we had to pay the remainder of that. So everything except the baseball tickets were kind of necessary. So our sinking funds really took a hit. I put a note somewhere, this. So in our dog's sinking fund, so our total, this isn't the total dog expenses, but this is the total that we need to like pay ourselves back for, $925. Currently in our dog sinking fund, we have $377. So the amount that we're technically in the negative is $548. So I need to put at least that amount into the dog sinking fund today to make us whole for this $925. So need to keep that out to remember. But let's go to my sheet here. Here we go. And as usual, I'm going to start with challenges that are already allocated to certain sinking funds, and then we will count up everything that's not allocated. So I'm going to keep my little thing right here for my, what am I doing, y'all? I'm struggling for my paper clips. Okay, this first one is from Rashonda at Kip and Lou. It's $60 for escrow. All right, wait a minute. I I need to remember that January Jumpstart was $496 because that was not allocated, and I need to add it to the other unallocated challenges when I get to those and pull my calculator out. Okay, I don't want to use that pen. So escrow got 60, and I also have gone in the pouch throughout the month. This is Ellie on Earth, 36 for takeout. Throughout the month to condense as I've needed ones. So there should be fewer ones to count up today, which is a good thing. All right, this is another 57 for escrow. This is from Veronica at Weekly Budgets. All right, and as usual, this may be a hot mess, but it's all right. We'll get through it. This is by Save with Glow. This is $60 for fun. So I'm going to put 30 to David's and 30 to mine. Then we've got one for medical from Angela Marie 888, and this is $100. Also, like, on top of it being a spendy month for things that were kind of necessities, this was the Disney collab, the 12 months collab. January's challenges were Steph's on a budget and Brittany budgeting with a ginger. Oh wait, but that wasn't allocated. We're gonna come back to that. Because you know of everything that happened this month, well, not obviously, but I'm a shopper, and I think I shop whenever I'm like, it's like an emotional thing for me. So I found myself like browsing the internet more, like going, especially like Etsy and other websites where I like to buy things. And I didn't go crazy, but I realized that about myself, that I wanted to emotionally spend this month. And I did do a little bit, but yeah, I did notice that this month. So this is another Kip and Lou Rashonda. This is $30 for Christmas. So hopefully I can rein that in. Because there's nothing that I need. There's nothing that I need. All right, we got another one for Christmas, 22 from Ellie on Earth. All right, this one is for the emergency fund, and this is in my shop. It's part of a set of three. So that's $150 for the emergency fund. And I completed that before I started my Disney Sidekick Tinies. So yeah, okay. All right, we got a couple more Christmas. Oh, I think there's several Christmas. Well, we'll just start with these. So we've got 19 from Katie at Reynolds Budget. And then we've got 32 from Save with Glow. So 19 and 32. Let me get my calculator. I'm just going to keep it off to the side for now. And then 24 from Budget with Amanda. And this is all going to the Christmas sinking fund. And that totals 75. So we did pretty well this month with Christmas, which is great. This is from Desiree, Debt Free by 43. This is for self-care, and it's 45. I don't think I have a spot on here, so I need to write it in. Self-care, 45. Okay, it is, well, I was gonna say it's snowing, but I just looked out the window and it's very, very, very light. This is from Toria's Budgets. This is 60 for escrow. I'm ready for spring and summer, mostly spring. Okay, I think I took the Black Friday line off of here, so that'll need to be added. This is from Mel at Mystic Budgets. This is for Black Friday. It's $159. So that'll go in the bucket and Ally to get a little bit of interest throughout the year. Black Friday, 159. Here's another Christmas from Jessie Budgets. It's 22. All right. Oh, we've got another emergency fund. This is from Budget with Amanda. It's $90. Plus 90. And then we have taxes. Another Budget with Amanda. This one's 56. I'm dreading tax time. I would love to be one of those people that gets a nice refund, but we're not. Maybe this year won't be as bad as other years, but who knows. This is Budgeting in a Fairy Tale. It's $80 for medical. Okay. I'm going to come back to that one. All right, I think we have, yep, this is taxes, $48 from Budgeting with Lysandra. 48. Okay, we've got one from Brittany, Budgeting with a Ginger. This is $80 for the dogs. Dogs, 80. Is that the first one for the dogs? Must be. Okay, we've got North Country Cash Queen, Michelle. This is $90 for house maintenance. $90. Okay, we've got one from Lauren with Budget with ADHD. This is $48 for personal. Where's personal? $48. All right, then we've got Courtney at Doodle Dollars. This is $100 for new car. Where is that? 100. Okay, another Budget with Amanda. This is $54 for medical. Okay. $54. Okay, we've got one from Ellie on Earth. This is for the dogs, and it's $50. 20, 40, and 50 for dogs. All right, just a few left. Let me put the pouch to the side. All right, this one is from Steph's on a Budget. This one's for household. It's $48. So household, 48. This is unallocated. All these are, oh wow, okay. Okay. All right, so this one is by me. This is $60 for taxes. $60. I do love that these like high priority sinking funds for us are getting love. This is from Budget with Amanda, $60 for dogs. All right, this one's by me. It's for Christmas, $24. 24. And this is the big one from Julie's Pages. It's $155 for car maintenance. I love that. I have not had a chance to take my car in, so I need to do that in the next couple of weeks to get serviced. All right, we've got one from Ellie on Earth for taxes. This one was $60. Okay, this one is from Ashley at Chaos Budgeting. This is $60 for coffee. All right, and then this one is $40 and it's from Save with Glow, and I'm using this for extra groceries, but I don't have a spot. So, and I also don't have like an envelope. So I'll just have to figure out where to put that. Okay, so just 3 challenges plus the January Jumpstart that need to be allocated into the sinking funds. But before I do that, I want to count all these up and see what it totals. So I'll do that with you guys. Okay, so emergency fund got 150 and 90, which is 240. Christmas got 30, 22, 75, 22, 24. Not bad. 173. Oh, and David's pulling up. I'm gonna have to pause this. He had to go into work for a little bit today. Taxes got 56, 48, 60, and 60. 224. Awesome. Okay. All right, so we left off on taxes. Escrow got 60, 57, and 60. So that was 177. Dogs got 80, 50, and 60. 190. And then medical got 100, 80, and 54. 234. Okay, so let me add all of this up. We got 240 for emergency fund, 173 for Christmas, 155 car maintenance, 90 house maintenance, 224 taxes, 177 escrow, 30 for David, 30 for me, 190 for dogs, 60 for coffee, 100 for new car, 48 for personal, 48 for household, 234 for medical, 36 for takeout, self-care 45, Black Friday 159, and extra groceries was 40. All right, so 2,079 for all of that. Hopefully I did that right. Now let's add these up. So the Disney collab was 73. All right, so I'm gonna start with January Jumpstart was 496 plus 73 for Disney. This is Jingle All the Way from Rainbow Budgets and Plans. It's 181. All right. I do love that there are fewer ones this time. All right, and lastly, this is 103 from Two Sister Bees, Rainy Day April. $853. Okay, all right, so $853 needs to be reallocated. So when I add that to the 2,079, 2,932. That's a really awesome amount. Yes, I'm very grateful for that. Now I need to make sure this cash adds up to 2,932. So I am going to speed you guys up through that part. All right, we did it. The first count, $2,932. So the last thing I want to do is I have $853 that needs to be allocated into our sinking funds. Let me zoom you in a little bit. Not a ton, but hopefully it helps some. So the dogs got 190, and to be at 0, we need 548. So 548 minus 190. So we need to give it 358 just to pay ourselves back. That will put us at 0, essentially. I hope I'm making sense. So 853 minus 358. So that leaves us with 495. Oh, this is my sheet from last year, last January. I saw this. I thought it was fun to look back. So we saved a little over $2,000 in January of last year. We were able to put $700 towards new car. That's awesome. And medical got another good chunk. All right, so we have $495. So emergency fund, Christmas, car maintenance, house maintenance, vacation. So all these are good. I'm not gonna do any more to our spending. Of course, I'll come back to dogs. Coffee, I'm gonna come back to new car. Personal, Costco's good. Vacation's not gonna get anything. Household's good. Medical, I may come back to. Travel, didn't get anything. That's sad. Let's give it 10. Giving, oh, I hope y'all can't hear my stomach. It just made a noise. I'm gonna give giving 40. Family fun, I really don't know where we're at with family fun. I'll do 20. Takeout's fine. New tech and tolls. I'll do 20 to each of those. So that's 40. All right, that leaves me with 385. Geez, I wish we could put more to new car. That's a bummer, but hopefully it won't be needed for a while. So I have 385, and I think medical is fine. Medical should be good with the 234 and whatever it's got currently. So I'm gonna do 250 to dogs. So that'll be what it's at now, 250. Because everything else is going to basically pay ourselves back. And then 135 to new car. All right, so I just want to make sure that all of this adds up to the $2,932. So that's what I'll do now. I know some of this is repetitive, so I'm sorry. 240 for emergency fund, 173 for Christmas, 155 car maintenance, 90 house maintenance, 224 for taxes, 177 for escrow, 30 for David, 30 for me. 190 plus 358 plus 250 for dogs, 60 for coffee, 235 for new car, 48 for personal, 48 for household, 234 for medical, 10 for travel, 40 for giving, 20 for family fun, 36 for takeout, 20 for new tech, 20 for tolls, 45 for self-care, 159 for Black Friday, and 40 for extra groceries. All right, so that's where it's going. That is the January reallocation. The majority of this money will go into our Ally bank account where we have our high yield savings account, and we've got buckets for most of these sinking funds. A few of them I do keep in cash. So I'll move the cash into those envelopes off camera. I may start doing that more regularly on camera, but for now, it's just going to be off camera today. So yeah, we did pretty good in January. I'm excited to replenish our sinking funds that got depleted and, you know, used, but I'm thankful that we had that money, well, minus the dogs, but we can still, we saved the money to put towards those expenses. So that does it. I hope you guys have a great end to your January. I'll see you tomorrow for Savings Challenge stuffing. I love you bunches. Bye.